What's up, guys? It's your bear, and I am back. It's been a while. I've missed you all so much, and I figured I kind of wanna go against my usual grain. I'm gonna. This channel is dedicated to movies, trailers, anime. I even want to do like independent YouTube animations at some point. I don't want to get into drama, but I do kind of want to talk about this Mr. Beast thing. And I know I'm late to the party, but he did make the first episode available to us, and I kind of want to watch it and I want to talk about it. Because it's kind of fucked up. Just a smidget bit kind of fucked up. And I watched the first two episodes on Prime, and I just kept thinking to myself, this is actually really messed up and weird. How do you, as a person, have this much money to burn, and instead of actually putting something productive into it, you created your own versions of the Squid Games? Now, I will give credit where credit is due always, and he did, get nominated for some awards for this. But is this something we should be encouraging? Like I said, I know this goes outside of the realm, but he's made a game show, and I'm going to look at this as if I am watching a game show. And it's very important to remember that a lot of game shows kinda are scripted to an extent and are pre-planned to an extent, and for someone who is just a YouTuber, this is some extreme stuff. So I'm gonna get the video started, and kind of like as I go along, I'm just gonna give my thoughts and views, and I will talk about the two episodes that I have seen so far. My mic is gonna be in my face for a bit, but it's so
sitting on $5
weird.
million in cash and competing for it. Open your gates! Are these 2,000 contestants? What you are witnessing is just the start of something never before seen in history. 2,000 people are about to battle in a series of trials for a spot in my 10-episode Prime Video series called Beast Games. Ladies and gentlemen,
This part here.
1,000 people are about to battle in a series of trials for a spot in my 10-episode Prime Video series called...
This is the first episode, and this in itself is insane. Absolutely insane that he has 1,000 of these platforms built into this stadium section thing for one episode, for one purpose. And it's all a game to him, but a lot of these people leave the show in absolute tears. And he's standing on the money that could change their life. It's nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, look to your left and look to your right. 1,000 of you will be eliminated by the end of this video. But for the other half of you moving on to Beast Games, one of you will walk away with the life-changing, record-shattering grand prize of $5 million. And our first game is Drop the Curtains. The first challenge of these trials is going to test your strength.
My arms hurt looking at that.
I need all of you to split up into 5 groups of 400. Whichever group is the last to lift that 10,000-pound boulder across that finish line is eliminated.
The fuck? Why would you even go in the first place? And this is what I'm talking about, this game show theatricals, scripted, pre-plannedness, because what the hell? For a game show, this is so extravagant, and then to bring in these extreme physical challenges where we're now going to somehow very organizingly split 2,000 people up into 4 groups. Huh? Yeah, because you've got people managing 500 people at a time that well and having no problems. And I'm not going to talk about the drama and stuff. This is just me reviewing this first episode and giving some of my thoughts and opinions. And just a start to have packed the stadium with 2,000 contestants, which in itself is completely insane and just not, like, surely that's not safe or healthy. So many of these people are never going to see the next minute of this contest because of this moment right here, and we'll see that.
We got a strategy going. The strong ones are at the front.
This team was made to break backs, break dreams, and crush spirits.
I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think I'm cut out for this.
And also, it's so heavily YouTube edited. Like, for whatever reason, YouTube editing is the way forward because it appears to be the only way that people can, like, retain their audience's attention. But if you've been watching TV for, like, a long time, this editing is actually really annoying. Which is partially why it's surprised that it ended up on Prime. Because the editing of the official episodes on Prime are still like this. They're still subtitled, they're still quick cutted, they're still like all these fancy edits. For an official TV show, it's it doesn't sit right either.
About to be eliminated.
It's just insane. He's got his goons, his goon squad. Bibs.
Guys, this is for $5 million. We don't want to be the first out. 3, 2, 1, go! Last boulder to touch the top is eliminated. Oh my gosh, that was insanely quick. Let's go, Green! 3 teams reached the finish line. It's now down to yellow and red. Which one of you is going home? Come on, red!
Come on, we're losing.
Look at them struggling.
No, we're doing it right. We're doing it.
Keep going!
Run! We have to go backwards! We have to go backwards!
It's like scenes like that, like zooming in on Grandma dramatically screaming as we lose our chances at 5 mil. I mean, check this.
That's yellow! Oh no!
I mean, they could zoom in on anyone else, but we're going to zoom in on Grandma because that sparks emotion.
Red team, I'm sorry you got eliminated, but to make
But look at them all, and I really honestly don't mean this in like such a like bad way, but these games are so unfair. And I'm gonna repeat this, I believe this throughout the entire thing. These are not fair games to put forward because unfortunately this team ended up having the physically weaker links. But these could be the like more intelligent contestants who could win at an intelligence-based game, which they have quickfire questions in the second episode for people who like know those random things. And this could have been the vast majority of these people could have been that group and stood absolutely no chance at these physical challenges. And then straight away, that's 500 people who have just completely wasted their time. And now, apparently, and it looks like it's confirmed, that everyone who got eliminated in this phase was still given $2,000, which can make a difference for some people in their situations. But for the rest of the show, you see him shove so much money out there in your faces that why even make a game show with such high stakes? Especially if you want to go on the extravaganza of I've had the most contestants in a game show ever, just to eliminate more than half
Make it
of
feel
them
a
in
little
your
better.
first
We're
2
gonna give you all
episodes.
$2,000 for coming out. And that goes for all of you. Every single one of you will receive $2,000 just for showing up. That's right, it's 3 minutes into the video, and we've already given away $800,000.
Gee, that's YouTube editing. That is such a YouTube thing. And it's also Mr. Beast format. Now, people who edit videos, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say, oh, it's got a Mr. Beast format to it, or like a Mr. Beast style or Mr. Beast feel. It's because Mr. Beast has coined this style of editing in such a way that it's partially of what made him so successful. But it's also a big reason as to why so many of his viewers are like children. I find Mr. Beast editing very annoying, but I personally watch a lot of long form content. Ooh. And I don't mind listening to someone fully break down a situation, take their time to sort it out, you know, throwing in a time lapse. I don't mind that, but I also I'm okay with watching you sit and do something for 3 hours. So that also shows the difference in people who are watching this. I feel like people like me who are into more, it's not intelligent content, it's just long form content. Because it could be about stupid shit too. But as long as it's edited in a format that keeps my attention, then cool. This is so annoying, and it's so fast paced, and it's got so many flashy objects on the screen. My ADHD surprisingly can't handle it, and it's too much. But for like a kid, it's perfect for their ADHD. So even though this is targeted for like a full-on Amazon Prime show, it's still not targeted to the right people.
2,000 contestants competing. That means we're going to be giving away $4 million throughout Peace Games just for
Little
contestants
blue
showing up.
ants.
So as these trials were heating up, and some people chose to go home early,
It really is my time to step out. 24 hours. I did it. I did a day.
at least they got to walk away with $2,000, which might be a big brain move because these trials are only going to get more intense.
But I mean, like, they've spent 24 hours in that stadium already as is. What the hell? And they've done one thing. So much of this production time is just these people standing around wasting their day for money they may or may not get. I think it's generous of him to have given them the 2,000 grand at least at the end of this, like when they got eliminated and stuff. But like, I feel like just showing up for the incentive of 2 grand isn't actually worth it. No, before you go and say anything, I understand being in a financial situation. 2 grand could make such a difference for me, myself alone. But I don't know if I want to go and risk my odds to have 5 seconds in a Mr. Beast video. Some of these people are never even seen. They're just little blue ants scurrying around on the floor.
Congratulations on passing the first challenge. Don't you just love your teams? Yellow team, don't you love each other? Green, orange, pink. Unfortunately for challenge 2, your teammates will be your opponents. Bring out the briefcases.
Only Pete.
See, like, that's sped up. But how much time did these people just stand and wait? There's something about Mr. Beast that makes me uneasy.
Team, stand
There's a
around the red
feeling.
border. Come on over.
In front of you is a sea of briefcases. Some say
Also, like, incredibly voiced over, but poorly matched up. Because here he's explaining it.
Only pink team, stand around the red border.
But if you,
come
like,
on over.
watch his
in front
lips,
of you is a sea of
it
briefcases.
kind of
Some
lines up, but it doesn't. See, like, there it was, briefcases. It was like he so exaggerated how he was saying briefcases to make sure that his voiceover was gonna line up with his video. I don't mind it personally. I think it actually would have appeared better if he didn't do that. If this was a voiceover to explain the game, it makes perfect sense as to why he's doing that. You don't need to try and add it up And like he has such a big thing about he doesn't actually like do too much editing on his videos, and his videos aren't fake and like all of that stuff. But when you do a lot of editing like that in post that makes your video look fake, then I can understand why people get that feeling, because you just standing there on the podium over exaggerating to make sure that you'll line up. Then for like the first time, Jimmy's very the entire time, and then to all of a sudden have it puts the distinction out there and it makes it feel very
Some
off.
say safe. On the Jumbotron, we are going.
Also, like, I don't know if this is edited audio or if this is supposed to be the audio they recorded from that microphone on the night, but it would have just been better to have done a clean
Which briefcases
voiceover.
are safe and which are eliminated. Your goal is to memorize where the safe briefcases are and claim one before someone else does. Think fast and run faster. Because of the 400 people on each team, 50 of you will end up with an eliminated briefcase. All right, reveal the map.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm not going to remember any of that. I'm literally running forward. I'm grabbing the first briefcase. I see whether I get it or not.
The second row. 7. That's row number 7.
I hope all of you have a briefcase in mind.
Look at her. Let you see them. They're like... It feels a little stupid to zoom in on their faces going... Because I don't feel like that's entirely... It's not that it's not genuine, because I don't doubt that these people are desperate and they actually are doing their best to memorize a briefcase. But it just feels like such a stupid concept at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, so I'm kind of just gonna like carry on with it.
2, 1, go!
See, like,
Oh, it's like a sea of people.
I feel like you would have a higher chance of just running and grabbing as you go, because if someone lost his shoe. Okay, that's kind of cute. Half of you are going home anyways. It's a 50-50 chance. I'm taking that 50-50 chance knowing that I'm getting $2,000 when I leave anyways. I'm not going to put in too much effort to try and be the first person to sprint to this box right here next to Mr. Beast. Like, I'm not like that. I can't sprint for shit. So, again, it's not a very fair game. I mean, we see time and time again throughout this episode the amazing world of money and how it can not only like divide people greatly, but it brings people together really well, as like they form alliances and they like get close to these people and they trauma bond, as one of the contestants said, was that he created this small alliance and he like trauma bonded with these people, but they genuinely work together so that everyone can get a chance at this money. And I think that's amazing. And I think the fact that he knows this and he uses it for content is
Okay.
Hopefully this is what I think it is. If it's not, then I'm gonna find someone to blame.
What's in that case?
I have no clue what's in here.
So your chance to win $5 million completely...
I don't like these guys. The Mr. Beast crew. They don't add anything to this. I get why they're on the field. I can't remember this guy's name right now. One of them is called Mac and one of them is called Chandler. Maybe this is Chandler. I don't really watch his videos, but like having Chandler here standing and talking to this guy, I understand that you're trying to make it feel more personal and give it more of a human touch. But if you've gone to watch the rest of the show past this episode that's free for everyone, we don't really see this guy again. But then there's a guy we saw earlier who you do see again, and they put no effort in like giving extra scenes of him, but they give in extra scenes of people who get eliminated to try and earn our sympathy. And again, that just doesn't feel right in the sense of a context that is set up for
on
you
this
to
case
fail.
either being safe or eliminated, and you have no clue.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
See, like, they're not show hosts, so they don't know how to conduct with the contestants either. So your entire chance is riding on... You just, like, alliterate the same thing 3 times and give it more energy each and every single time, and they think that they're getting away with it. I feel like it would have been more meaningful to be like, yo, wouldn't it, like, totally change your life if that money was in this briefcase, you know? But that goes back to the YouTube formula. These guys are
Now that
YouTubers.
everyone has a case, it is time to find out what your fate is. Will that briefcase in front of you let you move on? Or will it be costing you this life-changing $5 million?
3, 2, 1, reveal!
Now, don't get me wrong. Like I say, credit where credit's due. To have these briefcases all synced up to have this light activate when you open it. You'll also, like, notice if you watch, there are a few people who don't actually activate, but because they've got the things in it, they know. I don't know, it's just like, check this guy, Devastation.
See green, but to the 50
So much
of you that see
excitement, like...
red, you have been eliminated.
See, like, there was a guy earlier that when I stopped, his briefcase wasn't red. So, it shows that there are flaws in this, which makes it feel better knowing that they are YouTubers. If this was a top tier thing, then that would be, like, something
But
worth
I need you to head over
scrutinizing.
to the exit.
I thought I was safe.
I was not expecting this. I thought I was running far.
I am safe. I'm actually safe.
I did it! I'm safe! This is so amazing!
Pink
This guy
team,
here...
you can head back to your
Oh
lane.
no, that's one of the guys you
Eliminated
see again
players
later.
collect your $2,000 and head out. With 50 players
Do they get to keep the briefcase
now
that says they
eliminated
were
from the pink team,
eliminated?
we reshuffled the briefcases in a new order and sent Orange Team to the same fate. All right, Orange Team, I hope you're all ready for this. Throw up the map.
Take the early ones, I'll go far.
Okay, I'm really nervous. We're going.
See what I mean by, like, it strangely brings people together. Like, this guy is like, these people are probably, like, needing it more. So I'm just gonna straight up go for this one, and you guys can go for the later ones that you know are.
3, 2,
Because if he had to outsprint them, he would probably just outsprint them. See these people here, where they're all automatically grabbing? I think that is your best bet at getting the briefcase. Check out that guy, how that guy fell. Holy shit.
Take the early ones, I'll go far.
Okay, I'm really nervous.
I'll try to put it out for you.
3, 4.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, check over here. This dude, like, completely loses his footing and he goes down and he takes the whole podium with him. Now, I do know that people got injured during this, but I don't want to talk on it too much because I feel like some of these injuries could be your own fault and some of them are just to blame for the game.
Really praying this is good.
Let's see.
Look at her. She's so desperate.
You trust him? Really praying.
Like, this is the scary part. This is what makes this feel so evil to me, is that these people really need this money. And here they are being pushed around through all these games like
Let's
rats.
see who's going on to compete for $5 million. Open them up. What'd you get?
Let's go! With the Orange Team winners,
I also learned that there are like whole ass families in these games. Like, not all of these people are strangers to each other. Some of these people actually know each other personally. Like, in the first episode, there's a couple, and the husband gets eliminated, and he's like, nah, he knows his wife's got it, and she's like standing on the opposite end of the field kind of deal. So it's not a case of that all these people are complete strangers. Some of these people actually know each other and actually know
Moving
what this
on,
money is
we of course
worth.
gave the eliminated players $2,000 each.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming out.
Oh my god.
And then sent Green up to the chopping block. Reveal the map!
I'm going for this one right here.
I'm gonna go over there.
Yellow, you guys nervous back there? Make sure you pay attention. It's very important.
Look at all of them. They're all studying it as hard as they can.
Go!
Again, just
3,
take it down with you.
1, reveal! What did you get?
While another 50 players were eliminated.
It just doesn't feel right to have this be one of the things. And the only reason why I excuse it is because he is giving them money for having participated in this. But you see how, like, sometimes 3 people will all scramble to the same podium. There's no point in trying to mesmerize a podium if you're not going to be fast enough to get there in time. Some of these people, and I say again, it's not in a slight of them, and like coming from me where I know I am not a runner, like come the zombie apocalypse, I can't sprint for shit. Some of these people can't do that extreme running to sprint to the front
From the
to
green team,
secure
I
that
had
spot.
something diabolical in store for this final round.
Yellow team, remember when I told you to pay attention? Yellow, make sure you pay attention. It's very important. You guys are gonna use the same pattern Green used.
But we're only gonna show the map for a couple seconds.
And then he completely sets up this last group of people to fail.
So ridiculous.
Everybody stand around the edge.
They play these clips of these people saying this is ridiculous to kind of like, oh yeah, did it, but it really is ridiculous. It really is unfair. Like, they're resting. They are resting and they're prepping themselves for this challenge. And then you come and throw a twist in them. You set them up to fail.
Flash the map.
I'm going to that row. I'm going to that row.
That would not have been enough time.
Go!
And you see, like, the first 3 teams had people standing there going, okay, I'm going to go to this one, you go to that one, so that we can both, like, secure a case. And it's got so many clips of these people communicating with each other to, like, try and assure that everyone stands a chance. But these people didn't get to have that opportunity. They are literally gunning it, and they have to go against each other just to, like, try and secure something. They didn't get that equal opportunity that everyone else got to actually sit and think about where they're going. Look at how desperate. So many people knock over their podiums in this
Everybody's
one,
strategy on this one was just to run. Nobody down there looks confident
just
at
so
all.
that they can try and get
Everyone
one
has
that
a
they need.
Let's find out if you're competing for $5 million. We're heading out. 3, 2, 1, open your briefcase. Oh my gosh.
Does she have a beer on her podium? What?
For those of
What
you
was that
got
can?
green,
Was that a
you're
beer
all
can?
moving on to the next.
There looks confident at all.
All right, everyone has a briefcase. Let's find out if you're
Look, there's a can over there as well. What is that? Is that a juice? Were they given juices
competing for
after their
$5 million.
sprints? It looks like a beer can. What is that? It says something death. It's probably liquid. Because it's literally a liquid. Liquid death? Mango chainsaw. It's water. It's water in a can. Don't be scared. It's just water and iced tea. Murder your first. Death to plastic. Okay. I'm fine with that. I thought he was like giving them alcohol like for this, but that's okay if it's water. Like, it's good to see that he's letting them be hydrated because it must be so hot standing around in these things underneath those hearts.
3, 2, 1, open your briefcase. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, quite a few of them have it now that I'm looking. So they must have run to their podiums and like stood there for a while, and they probably were like given water or like offered water because some people don't have it. I really hope that's the case, because if they weren't hydrated throughout this, that would just be another reason to hate this.
For those of you that got green, you are all moving on to the next challenge. I've got a question. How does it feel to be winners? And that is the end of challenge number 2.
Let's get some rest before the next challenge.
Man, a long day. I didn't get to sleep.
We're sleeping here by the money. We're trying to manifest it. We ride together. We sleep together. We win together.
Sleep well, everyone. You're going to need your strength for this next challenge.
I will do whatever it takes for my family and for my tribe.
I don't think
That's so unfair to stick them on hard ground like this in sleeping bags and then expect them to get up the next day and just continue on. Your normal house mom is not sleeping on the hard floor and getting up and being able to just jump into physical activity. At least give them those little like camper cots that you give YouTubers. Like, if you watch Mr. Beast's other like 24-hour challenges, he at least gives them these silly little off-the-floor beds. Why couldn't he do that for them? Oh, because it's cheaper to give them a beanbag? Not a beanbag, a sleeping bag? You would think you'd put in that extra precaution for these people, because the stuff they're doing is 10 times more physical laborious than the shit you do with Logan Paul.
do to win this money.
Congratulations to all 1,400 of you for making it this far.
We have 2 more challenges in this audition for my new Prime Video show, Beast Games.
The rules for challenge 3 are simple.
We are placing flags across the playing field in front of you. You will need to capture a flag in order to move on.
There's 1,400 of you and 1,100 flags.
This means 300 of you will be eliminated. So we'll be setting out a different number of flags each round until all 1,100 have been captured. But once you cross the red line, you have to capture a flag or you are eliminated.
You get a flag or you go home. No $5 million.
Run as fast as I can, get to a flag, snatch it as quick as possible.
There are only 10 flags on the field for this first round. There's a lot more than 10 of you. So if you're not fully committed to go now,
It's your last chance to step back.
and wait for a better chance in the later rounds.
Not go on the first round, not go on the second round, not go on the third round.
We're about to start round.
But it seemed like, are we really going to make Granny and her possible hip replacement sprint across a wide-ass field to hopefully grab a flag, and she's possibly going up against the like top sprinter at the local university? It's such an unbalanced game, and it's so crazy that I feel like sometimes when Mr. Beast puts together these videos, he goes, what's something extravagant we can do? And he doesn't actually think about the people he's bringing in to do these extravagant things, because he completely weeds out the weak. Like, full honesty. That first challenge, maybe I could have made it through if I had been lucky enough to be in one of those teams with the strong guys, right? maybe. The briefcases, 50-50, maybe. Sprinting to grab a flag, I'm done for. I'm not fast. So these people would definitely outrun me. And then the philosophy I would employ is either sprint it out on the first round, or you hold it out till you're near the end, in which case you risk being eliminated anyways, because you don't know how many people are going to sprint each round.
What if you both go for the same flag?
You better be faster.
As soon as I blow this horn,
See what I mean? Like, what if you are both aiming for... Gotta be faster. What did you... That guy looks like he's a runner who knows exactly how to get a leg up. And what if it's all grandma with her hip replacement?
Oh, look.
Oh, they're running. Oh, he's going. He's going. Oh. Whoa.
Barely anybody went.
Oh, look. Those two are racing for flag 1.
Oh, we got a collision.
Down they go.
Let's go number 10. Let's go number 10, baby.
10 flags were captured and 2 people were eliminated.
Thank you for coming out.
And for the 10 of you that captured a flag,
Congratulations.
you've secured a spot in our final game.
Only 12 people went for this.
People are way smarter than I thought. I thought hundreds of people were going to go.
We started off a little tame. Now let's get crazy. For the second round, we're going to bring out 50 flags. A lot of people are about to be eliminated.
You're all
That's like such a difference in watching the first 5 people sprint it and feeling confident enough to go out and sprint for it, to 50 flags of being like, you don't know how many people could sprint for that. 60 people could go sprint for the 50 flags, and then that's 10 people eliminated, and you could never stand a chance. Not to mention, like...
going this time?
Yes.
You're calling out your flag?
Yes.
I got 47. What? Go to 49. We got 24.
I've been calling 24.
They're all picking flags. They're all trying to be strategic, but like, if one person's not on the same page, you all lose $5 million.
All right.
It's exactly like this is what I mean by like these people end up communicating with each other, and it just shows how like unified people can get for a common goal. But it takes one person to be a complete dickhead and trip you on the way to flag 24.
50 flags on the field. So many people are getting flags. This is insane. There's only a few flags left. Who's gonna get the last one?
Look at him! Look at him! All muscled up, like that face. I would not want to be running around next to that. I would be terrified. But also, if you watch it again, I want to go from when they sprint. So many people fall.
So many people are getting flags.
1.
This is insane. There's only a few flags
2,
left.
3,
Who's gonna get the
4.
last one?
You see number 20 right there?
So many people trip and fall from this as well.
50 flags have been captured, and 5 people were eliminated. Remember, the longer you wait, the worse.
I give his editing credit for that. Paying attention to all 55 of those ants, I give his editing team credit for that.
So far, most people that cross the red line end up getting a flag, and not many people have actually been eliminated. I think that's 8 eliminates on that one.
Look at that person. They almost like didn't even get the flag and they tripped anyway.
But it's not playing out that way.
And with the people on the front lines calling dibs on their flag.
307. I have 307.
274.
284. 284. Got it. He's got it.
I don't know. I'm going for whatever.
The number of flags left is dropping fast, which means the chances of getting a flag are getting worse and worse. This is insane. Oh my God. Oh no. Who's gonna get the last flag? Oh no. Oh my God. One of the reasons people were waiting it out was
like,
because they were.
Really, jeez, man.
One of the reasons people were.
Fucking hell. I feel like some of these people would go to war to get these flags.
They were working together.
The group wants me to put it right here.
Are Okay.
taking turns letting each other grab a flag.
But then, like, that is so unfair to every other contestant. And they would not do that in a typical game show. I appreciate, and I think it's really cute that all these people collectively agreed that they needed to put a flag right here, and they're going to let this lady run for the flag. Like, that shows human nature and how kind we can be to each other. But this is just so unfair, and it's so insane. And I think he has a real human moment here where he's like encouraging her over this and he's supporting it. Because a part of me feels like he's just a really awkward human sometimes. But there's just something about him that is so evil to me and twisted that even though this is kind of cute, I cannot see this woman doing some of the other challenges I know that they do in the show.
It doesn't make sense. Like, why are people being so nice? It's $5 million.
Eventually, you're gonna have to betray each other. Someone has to go home. Someone has to go home.
And as the rounds go on and the number of flags left drop, the tension skyrockets.
They're both gone. But you
Look at that. She didn't even get near a flag and she fell face first on her face. That is me. The chances of me just falling flat on my face right off the bat are like this right there.
Are you okay?
I mean, this
I think she looks like she hurt herself.
They're both gone.
Looks like she actually hurt her lip.
Yourself. Are you okay?
I mean, this
Look at how she keeps touching her lip. I've done that before. Like, my front teeth are so common that if I get knocked here, my teeth will actually, like, break into my lip. I think she might have actually hurt herself.
insane challenge we have ever done.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
We see him again. Like, we definitely see him again in episode 1 and 2. He kind of becomes one of the, like, main characters.
What the line looked like at the start of the challenge, and look at it now.
There's 179 of you left and only 100 flags.
Let's dwindle the numbers a little more. Bring out 50 flags. This is where the strategy comes out.
We only have 2 rounds left, so you can either go right now or take your chances in our final round.
The question is, if you wait another round,
will your odds get better or will they get worse?
Let's have some fun. And they're off. They're going. They're going. Get a flag. Get a flag.
There are only a few flags left.
There it is. There it is. She got it. She got it.
There are 115 people still on the line. This will be the final round.
Bring out the 50 remaining flags.
There's 115 people left. Only 50 people.
I wonder how many jobs he made doing this show. All these people being his goons and like production. Like, I feel like he actually like opened up a lot of job opportunities.
With their spot at Beast Games on the line, everyone was primed and ready for our final round.
Lock in, lock in.
Everyone's locked in. They're gonna go for it.
And in this crucial point in this competition, I made the worst mistake I possibly could have. I handed the mic to my friend Carl.
Yo! What's like What'd I do?
Everyone thought you said go, Carl.
I said yo, bro. That was like 50 people just got out.
I said yo!
Throughout this whole challenge, it's been very clear that blowing the horn starts each round. Obviously, not Carl yelling yo.
Wow.
Thanks, Jimmy.
I wasn't the one with the microphone. Holy crap.
Wow, that's...
I think it's crazy that those people got eliminated though. Because he, like, in his voiceover admits that he made the mistake giving the microphone to Carl. And that it was that him going, yo, obviously confused these people in anticipation to get through. It's the final round. He's handing the mic over to someone different. Maybe they're going to do something different in this final round, like they did in the previous round. I think it's crazy that those people got eliminated and deserved a chance to actually make that run. But because we need to eliminate people, it's the perfect chance to have this mishap happen. And I really think that's unfair, and I think in a game show they would have actually taken the time to think about that and decide whether fairly decide whether those people deserve an actual chance or not. Also, in a game show, they wouldn't just be randomly handing the mic between like different hosts if things are just this
Dude, all Carl
amateur.
said was, yo!
Your yo eliminated 31 people.
It's always the air horn. Why would they leave on yo?
You know what, cheer?
Jamie actually looks a little bit upset about that.
$2,000. I teamed up with Moneyline, the easiest place to borrow.
It's so disingenuous. It is so disingenuous to be like, oh no, these people accidentally got eliminated when they didn't need to. But here's a sponsor.
Earn and win money to give the 1,000 losing contestants $2,000 each. And on top of that, Moneyline is also giving you at home a chance to win money. This challenge.
$5 million on the line.
3, 2, 1. The last flag has been captured. Congratulations to the 1,100 of you who are moving on to our final challenge.
The most cutthroat challenge yet.
It's our final night at Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders, and we're ready for the final trial before Beast Games.
Outside of like doing crazy things, this is a piece of history that I'll always be able to look back on, that I'll always be able to reflect on and say, dude, I am on a Mr. Beast video.
All right.
But that's crazy. He's not looking at it in a sense of like, I stood a chance to win 5 million. It's I was in a Mr. Beast video. And it kind of makes me feel that some of these people were kind of coached into saying something, because Mr. Beast isn't that special. He hasn't done anything really special that in 100 years' time people are actually going to be talking about it. I know that's crazy to say, considering he is one of the biggest YouTube platforms to exist right now, and he's got his companies. But what has he actually done? I mean, you're not going to Africa, and everyone in Africa is going, oh, well, Mr. Beast came and built... No, only that small town is probably talking about it. This show, as it stands right now, everyone I've spoken to have either not bothered to go past the 2 episodes or don't even care enough to watch what I'm watching right now. It is not that big of a thing for this guy to be like, I was in a Mr. Beast video. It's crazy. It is so crazy. He didn't go there to be in a Mr. Beast video. He went there to win a large amount of money to hopefully change his life. Being in a Mr. Beast video isn't really going to change your life. You're going to sit there, you're going to live off of the clout for it for maybe a couple of months, and then that's it.
1,000 of you that pass this final challenge will move on to compete in our 10-episode
Prime Video series.
Every single episode in that show is bigger than the biggest YouTube video I have ever done.
The scale of this show is unbelievable. We built an entire city. We're giving...
And this right here is what gets to me. He built an entire city. So not only is he giving away $5 million, which is like the biggest prize money giveaway in a show to exist, he not only rented out an entire stadium for numerous days, hired thousands of people to be on set to play these goons, thousands of people to be editors. In the first episode we learn that he's got like thousands of cameras sitting out, and he's got people sitting there watching those thousands of cameras. So he has paid for jobs and wages, and then he's built an entire fucking city. And he is using his money to have people run around and play these silly little games like they're experimental rats. Whenever he zooms out and does the fast forward, they look like ants. They are so minuscule in the world of Mr. Beast that it is fucked up. And to make a show where he essentially brags that he can do this instead of going out and actually doing something is so evil and it's so twisted. And you know what? Jimmy could be a good person, and I know he does his philanthropy stuff, and I know that there's stuff in the philanthropy. I know there's stuff on that philanthropy table. I know he does charity stuff, but just because you do charity stuff doesn't make you a good person. If you have this much money to waste on a game show, you have that much money to put into going into towns to help independently fix things. I'm not saying go against rules or break rules to fix things, but if you can put together enough money to go to a town council and be like, hey, we've earned money to fix the road so that there are no potholes in your roads, that makes a bigger difference than posting a show. And also, these are real legitimate buildings, which gives me the feeling that this isn't the only Mr. Beast games. I feel like he's going to do more shit like this instead of doing real shit.
At Private Island, and we've got the biggest prizes in entertainment history. But standing between you and my Beast Games TV show is one final challenge.
I need all of you to split up into groups of 100. This challenge has nothing to do with strength or speed. It is all about trust.
Who you pick could cost you your spot in Beast Games and your shot at $5 million. By the end of this challenge, one of you will backstab your entire team.
So I'm looking for trust, but it's hard to trust when you don't know people.
Don't let people join the side and don't leave it.
One of our teammates. I don't even know who he is. I've never talked to this guy. They're not trusting the rest of the group, and they're coming to our group, and then they're not trusting our group. I don't trust those people.
It's kind of depressing that my survival in this competition is based on these people.
Who was the last person to join?
One of the guys is basically saying, hey, 10K, I'm an easy buyout. We can't trust him.
Can't trust everybody, but
And then now we see the horrible nature of how money divides people. And it's crazy to see that in one episode, but all of these people are 100% correct. That it went from being, oh, this is a game where you can cooperate, to this is a game where one person can lose it for all. And instead of like truly banding together to make sure that we can all be together and get through to the next round together, now we're all of a sudden pointing fingers at each other, and trust is completely and
just
entirely
myself, that's all that matters.
I am very confident in this group we have here. I don't think anybody's gonna fold. We're gonna make it to that show no matter what. We're gonna be the people that are going to Amazon.
There's nothing that can make me turn my back on my team.
It's time for challenge number 4. We're not going to be cheering much longer. Starting now, if you step off your platform, you will be eliminated, and so will your entire platform.
And that, I think, is bullshit. That is a lazy way out for him to eliminate this last set of people so that he has 1,000 people for his real show, which I think is the real limit that he could have legally had. And he brought all these people here to make a giant spectacle and promote his show.
Good luck.
I will not leave this platform for anything.
All we have to do is outlast those groups.
Better than I'll be so mad if you leave.
What do you do about it?
It's been about a minute.
What are you going to do about it? Nothing. There's nothing that these people can do. Absolutely nothing. Check this. There are people who are sitting at the back here, behind these, like, fire thrower things. This guy over here, these two dudes that are just, like, having the nicest conversation, whatever, like, Sunday chat, have no idea what these people in front are thinking. And that's the crazy part about this. And it gets all thrown away, and it is so unfair, all because of one person. And the scary part about this is you have to. Sooner or later, someone has to get off that platform so that they can reach that number of eliminations. Meaning, no matter what, someone either has to sacrifice everyone for greed and money, or someone has to make the decision to sacrifice everyone so everyone else stands a chance at a bigger pool. And that's
You haven't
crazy.
been eliminated, that's good. Who's the weak link here? How's this corner doing?
We don't want money.
I didn't offer money. I love how they all have their own chants. I haven't even offered anything, but I probably will.
We will not be bought.
Anybody want to get out? Okay. I guess I'll go get a bunch of money. I'll be right back. Honestly, I don't normally get nervous before filming, but this one is freaking me out. One person's about to receive a lot of money, and 99 other people are going to be very sad. This is going to be heart-wrenching. I brought 3 separate bribes out here. I'm not offering this right now. To be clear, none of them are in play. I just want to show you what they are. My first bribe, which is not in effect, reveal what the first bribe will be. It will be $5,000. And, no.
That ain't no Tesla, bro.
If that doesn't work,
I love how that guy's like tallying up whether it's worth it. It's like, is this gonna buy me a Tesla? Of all things in the world, is this gonna get me a Tesla? I'm gonna come back to that statement.
I'll give you 50 grand. And if somehow all 1,100 of you decline the 5 grand and the 50 grand, reveal the third offer.
Oh my God!
$1 million. It's literally 1/5 of the prize money. When that timer starts, the $5,000 bribe will be in play. If anyone wants to exchange 99 players for 5 grand, it's right here. Start the timer.
I think we got this. I'm just hoping that someone else on a different team is willing to leave.
$5,000! 5 grand? I'm trying to give someone 5 grand.
Nobody wants $5,000.
$5,000 is nuts.
$5,000 up for grabs.
5,000? Wait, right now?
Every single team has declined the 5 grand. Seems like no one has any interest. You can go ahead and reset the timer. Put it back to 10 minutes. They don't want it. This offer is off the table.
How do you just... I don't think that money's real, to be fair. I don't think that there's real money in that thing right now. But how do you have this... To me, that's insane. Even if that was real money, to just go and kick around 5 grand like it's nothing, when that could completely change any one of these people's lives, is so
For this group of 1,100 people, the
I mean, it's possible that some of these people have never even seen 5 grand put
price
together.
of betrayal was clearly higher than $5,000. But as we got ready for the next bribe of $50,000, the entire stadium started to change. People on every single platform were inching closer.
Look at how he held her arm. Bro,
Ready
I
for
would
the next
smack
bribe of
you.
$50,000. The entire stadium started to change. People on
Yeah,
every
check
single
that. So
platform
she
were
starts to
inching
stand up. Look at him gripping her arm. Like, don't even think about it. I would be so mad if someone I've only known for a day were to try and hold me like that. And it further shows that, like, the desperation and the different levels of need that everyone has. 50 grand could probably change this girl's life and, like, set her on the better path. But because this guy's feeling a little greedy, he is physically halting her from what could have been a better future. And I know that's an extreme thing to say, but I can't even imagine coming into 50 grand right now. That would change my life so much. That for some of these people to sit here and, like, this made me like the Tesla guy. Oh, but does that buy me a Tesla? I joke with my mom, I'm gonna buy myself a Tesla one day. Do you know how expensive Teslas actually are? But in his mind, oh, this prize money is getting me a Tesla, a car. Some of these people are, like, paying houses, mortgage loans, debt just from trying to survive, medical expenses. Medical expenses can be insane. I mean, like, in my situation right now, 50 grand, that handles my, like, residencies and in the future, like citizenships and stuff like that. Do you know how expensive like a resident visa and stuff is? For me to come to this country that I'm in now to live a better life has been so expensive that just that 50 grand could cover some of it and completely change someone's life. This girl right here, that could change her life, and this guy's like, nah, it's not worth it. He can't evaluate whether that 50 grand is worth it or not for someone else. It may not be worth it for you, but for her it could change her life, and that is crazy. And that is why these situations where he bribes people out is insane, and it's unfair, and it's actually
closer to the edge, getting ready to jump. Because everyone here is competing with one thing on their mind.
This amount of money is life-changing.
To my 7-month-old baby Layla, I love you and I'm doing this for you.
If you win $5 million, what are you spending it on?
Finishing my college degree.
I'd start an animal rescue.
Well, I bought my dad a house because he's a disabled veteran.
I'm gonna buy a house because my house burned down.
I quit my job to be here.
Did anyone else quit?
I think that's stupid though. I will be honest. The question was, what are you doing with this money? And she turned around and went, oh, I quit my stable, steady paying income job to maybe win some money, and at most she could leave with 2 grand, and she's lost her job. That's a bit of a dumb decision. But also, visually you can see the difference between the people who need the money and don't. She's like, yeah, 50 grand, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be cool. Can spend it on some shit. Some people are so thought out, and like, that's straight, that's my house paid off, that's food for my kids, that's a college fund for my son. And she's just like, yeah, I quit my job to be here. It shows how different levels, it shows the different levels that people
Why would you
need.
do that? They may have said no to $5,000, but $50,000 is a different story.
Now, things are gonna get very interesting. When that timer starts, whoever touches the ground first will now receive $50,000.
But I did not expect for this offer to be so irresistible that someone would actually jump before the timer even started.
What? No, it hasn't started yet. Oh my God.
The timer didn't start.
She still stepped off. She's not gonna get it because the timer hadn't started, but she stepped off. Oh no, I didn't start the timer yet. Oh my gosh. No, because the timer hadn't started yet.
Oh my God. 99 people just lost out on $5 million.
All because she jumped.
I'm sorry, but she stepped off.
But you sit back, you take a moment to think, you eliminate her, and you give these 99 people an actual chance to make it fair. To straight up go and eliminate these 99 people over her screw up is not fair. And yes, she should have paid more attention, yes, blah, 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 blah. But this is a lot of money that you have dangled over these people like a golden carrot. You owe them that much.
Her team was in disbelief that they had just been betrayed, and they were absolutely devastated that they would not be moving on to Beast Games.
All right, platform 6. You guys are eliminated. I'm sorry, she stepped off. You guys can head to the exit. I'm sorry.
That final game was brutal, but it's nothing compared to what these 1,000 remaining contestants are about to face. They have now earned their spot in the biggest competition series of all time, and one of them will walk away with $5 million in cash. But before they do, they will have to compete in Beast Games. And that concludes this YouTube video, but check this out. Turn on the lights. This is going to be the most insane show you have.
This is insane. This setup here, what they do for this here is insane. And like, this whole thing is insane. I would have called them back. I would have pushed forward to the million and have given someone a chance to leave with the million. And it goes back to what I said is, do you be selfish? Do you take that million and completely change your life and damn 99 other people? Because those 99 other people are at least getting 2 grand. Everyone is leaving with something. Also, once that million's in your pocket, couldn't you go and give some of those people the money? I mean, that's stupid math. I'm not even going to work it out in my head. I know you're going to be leaving with so little if you were to do that. But I feel like it would be something better than just a complete elimination. And something that happens throughout the Mr. Beast games is he just offers bribes. What's the point of even playing if he offers bribes? If he just has $1 million grand to just give away like that, what was the point of all of this? It's insane. And it's crazy, and it feels very evil. I'm probably not going to come back to this. I just wanted to talk about it and how crazy it is, how weird it is to me that we live in a world where there are 2,000 people that desperate to change their lives. People who are in that desperate of a need of money. And the only way we can actually get it is through a crazy game show hosted by a YouTuber. We in life do not have the facilities to give us the money that we need to survive, but this YouTuber could completely change our lives over a game show. That is crazy. It's well put together, it's well done, the fact that he has gone and made this video alone, and he's making so much money back from it is insane in its own sense. Everyone who appears in this video is going to make nothing from it. I mean, these 1,000 people can go and make their own YouTube channels and they can make their own video off of it, but you don't just start earning money on YouTube. It's like a whole ass process. So they're going to get nothing out of this. Mr. Beast's video is going to garner over 1 million views, and these people are going to get nothing, but he's going to make bank. Not to mention, he's going to make bank because this is going on Prime. These people are going to continue suffering and suffering, while Mr. Beast does nothing but profit over their suffering. Let that sink in for a bit. If you have a YouTube channel and you have this kind of money and that kind of reach, that you can actually make profit for changing people's lives, like the profit you make actually goes into changing people's lives, then you should actually make something out of it and not just profit off of your profit. He's a businessman. He's not like a person to person. He's a businessman. He thinks, I give him credit, like, holy jeez, that's a smart game plan. This person's going to talk about Beast Games, and then that person's going to talk about Beast Games, which means all these people are going to be drawn to my channel to click on my channel, give me the view on my video to do what I'm doing right now, which is just watching it, which is an income for him. Plus, it's on Prime. It's an income for him. And this is such a big thing that he can profit off of it in other ways. Like, if he were to make merch off of Beast Games, which I wouldn't doubt, which I can imagine he'd do. Not to mention he's got his Feastable chocolate in it as well. Not a nice chocolate, I've tried it before, it's not very good. But it's like all these other ways that I say again that he gets to profit off of people suffering. And that's why I said, like, I kept calling them, like, they looked like ants. They're like experimental rats that he can just use and abuse to his game. And it makes a video like this and a game show like this feel so messed up and just so evil. But anyways, like, that's it for this. I'm not gonna talk about the show further. I'm not gonna review the show or anything. I'm just doing this little bit now because I felt like it was something worth talking about. Let me know what you guys think. If you agree with me that this is just kind of messed up, it's kind of just strokes his big ego. Like, I can give credit to the fact that he probably gave thousands of people jobs, and he did give away a lot of money and everything, but it still just doesn't feel right. Would you participate in the Beast Games? Like, at what point are you selling out the person beside you for $1 million? If you even would. It's just, it's insane thinking that 20 grand could make a big difference in someone's life to that 20 grand could mean nothing to someone. And 20 grand could mean a lot to me. But not as much as your like and subscribe could mean to me. And it would mean real much to me if you guys went and you checked out my Patreon. The links in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching and let me ramble. This has been a long video. But it's something that I really wanted to talk about. A little bit more serious. But don't worry, I will be getting back into my normal stuff pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all laters.